The world was quiet on its final day, not with the eerie silence of peace, but the uneasy calm before devastation. Cities lay still, as if nature itself was holding its breath. The sky had taken on an unusual hue, a mixture of crimson and violet, swirling in ways that seemed unnatural, alive. Emma stood on the rooftop of her apartment, staring at the horizon. There were no news reports anymore, no broadcasts of hope or defiance. The networks had collapsed a few days ago, and all anyone knew was that something was coming, something unstoppable. Scientists had tried to explain it some cosmic event, a collision of forces beyond comprehension, but the explanations had stopped mattering when the first cities vanished without a trace. One moment they were there, teeming with life, and the next gone. Swallowed by the air, erased from existence. She glanced down at her watch, but time felt irrelevant. Hours, minutes, they were all part of a world that wouldn't be here tomorrow, or maybe even in the next few moments. People had been trying to flee, to outrun the inevitable, but deep down, everyone knew it was futile. The apocalypse wasn't coming from one direction, it was everywhere. It was in the air, in the sky, in the ground. It was the collapse of reality itself. A soft wind blew through her hair, carrying with it the faintest scent of something familiar. Rain? No, it was warmer than that. Almost metallic. She tried to remember the last time she had seen the stars when the sky had been clear and normal, not this churning mass of color. But the memories were blurry, as if the universe was already erasing everything bit by bit. Emma's phone buzzed. It was an old message thread with her brother Mark. Last contact had been 3 days ago when he had texted from the coast, saying he was heading to the mountains with his family. She hadn't responded then. She didn't know what to say, and now it was too late. Her thumb hovered over the screen, her last tether to a world that had made sense. The words "I'm sorry" blinked back at her in the draft box, unsent. Above, the sky shifted again, a ripple of light spreading across it like a tear in fabric. For a moment she thought she heard something, a distant hum, almost melodic, but terrifying in its beauty. And then, like an invisible hand pulling a thread, the stars began to unravel. One by one, the constellations twisted and stretched until they dissolved into the void. She could hear screams far below her now, from the streets, from other buildings. Some people were still trying to fight it, as if the collapse of reality could be stopped with enough will. Others had simply accepted it, sitting quietly with their families, waiting. Emma wasn't sure where she fell in that spectrum. Was she afraid? Yes, but the fear felt different now, more like a companion than an enemy. A crack of thunder, but there were no clouds, no storm. It was the sound of the earth splitting, cities crumbling into nothing. She closed her eyes, finally letting go of the fear. The end wasn't violent, it was soft, like a dream slipping away. As the last remnants of the world dissolved, Emma felt weightless. The rooftop beneath her feet no longer existed, the air around her evaporated, and the light faded. In those final moments, before everything turned to darkness, there was a feeling of peace, as if the universe itself was whispering one last secret.